my channel. My name is Katie, as you may already know if you follow my videos. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Alright, so this video is going to be a story time video, and I have been hesitant on posting this video just because I didn't know how people would react to it. If it just kind of sounds like I'm complaining, forgive me for that. This story time video is about the worst job that I have ever had. And I've had quite a few jobs in the past. I'm just going to start with the fact that when I first got this job, I thought it was going to be the greatest experience that I've ever had. One of the best jobs that I could have gotten, and I thought that I would have excelled at it just because I am a people person. This job was at a used car dealership here in Canada. I'm not going to say the actual name of the business because I don't want to get sued. Alright, let's just get right into it. When I first started there, I got paired up with this woman who was working there for over 12 years. She had nothing but good things to say to me about the job. So I thought, okay, well, she had a good experience. She's been here for 12 years. Must be a good job. She's making a career out of it. So that's great. So my first week there, I was learning about all these vehicles, learning the year, make, model, all the features of all the vehicles that we had on the lot. It's not like working at a specific car dealership because there's only one kind of vehicle, and when people go into, let's say, Honda, they are looking for a Honda, rather than when people go to a used car dealership, they're looking for something affordable, practical, and not a piece of crap, which this dealership, let's just say every time I would have to go and get a vehicle, I'd have to bring out a booster with it because none of the cars ever started. Okay, so back to what I was talking about before. My first week there, I was learning about all the vehicles, and that was great. Learning so much stuff, and I sold my first vehicle on my first Saturday at the job. And I was so pumped. I was so excited. I made my first sale my first week. My sales manager said that you won't sell in your first week, unfortunately. Toby wants to be in the video apparently. So anyway, you won't sell in your first week is what he told me. And he said you probably wouldn't sell for the first like 1 or 2 months that you're working there. And I sold in my first week. He said that that was very fantastic, and he said good job, great, blah blah. As the weeks progressed, I was still learning more and more, and every time a customer would come in, I would, you know, have a good relationship with. So anyways, I was selling cars and selling cars to people. I was doing exactly what I was taught to do. Was if you see someone outside, you bring them into the building. You get all their information, what they're looking for, and all the stuff. Get all of that information and give it to the sales manager, and then the sales manager would kind of like, at first he would give you pointers on what kind of vehicle to bring out to them for them to look at based on what they're looking for, and then after a while you would just know what's on the lot after you've learned all the vehicles that you have on the lot, and then just bring them and show them what they would like. And the sales manager would kind of finish all the rest of the sales bit off. And what my deal was every sale you get $250 per sale. Unless the company makes profit on the sale, then you get like a percentage of that profit. So minimum you'd get is $250, or you would get like a percentage of the sale, which I thought was a great deal because, you know, I was bringing lots of people in, and I thought, okay, minimum I would get is $250, and I was adding up all these like sales that I was doing. I had probably about 7 sales in like 3 or 4 weeks, which was It's pretty good for my first month. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a really good paycheck. Okay, my first paycheck was within 2 weeks. Within those 2 weeks, I think I had like 4 sales and my paycheck was only $250. So I went up to my sales manager. I was like, hey, like I thought I sold some more cars than what I actually had gotten on my paycheck. And he said that I didn't actually sell those cars and he had sold those cars. And to me, I was like, okay, well, I did all the work. Why are you getting my sale plus like sales managers already get a percentage of the sales that we make? So he's getting my sale plus a percentage of what I sold. Like, that doesn't sound fair to me. Yeah, I talked to my mentor, who was this lady that was teaching me, and she said that, you know, because I'm still learning and blah blah, it might be like that, but once I'm on my own and doing things on my own, then I'll actually get full percentage. So I was like, okay, great. So then my second month there, I was doing things on my own, and as far as I knew, I was doing a good job. And I made like $500 here and $250 there. Like, I was selling more than what my paycheck was showing. And every time I would bring it up to like a manager or sales manager, they would just kind of brush it off. Every Saturday we would have like a meeting, like sales meeting, kind of like pump us up before we would open the store. And one Saturday, the owner decided to be a part of the meeting. And he was questioning us on what we've learned and all this stuff, like all the new salespeople. He was not being the nicest. Specifically targeted me in this incident. In front of everyone in this meeting, he said to me that he feels like I have been sitting with my thumb up my ass all week. Meaning I haven't sold anything and not really trying to sell is what he was saying. Regardless, he said that to me and I was super embarrassed because he said it in front of everyone, and not right to be targeting people and embarrassing them like that. So anyways, I kind of left more discouraged than anything. I just kind of sat there all day like, wow, what a dickhead. Like, why would you say that? And I was mad. And then it just kind of progressively got worse and worse. Like, he would come around to my office and start yelling at me like, go outside, get more people inside, blah blah. Like, he wasn't being very helpful. He was just being more like pushy. I don't know what the word is, but he wasn't being very nice. And then I would hear stories of him telling the other sales associates to shut the f up in front of customers, which I think is totally wrong. I heard another story of him firing someone by saying, get the f out. And that's not so professional. Like, I think that's really dirty, honestly. And then the reason why I had quit was, well, obviously he wasn't very nice. Secondly, my paychecks weren't very large for what I was going through, because we were only making commission of a wage. No, like, it's not like minimum wage plus commission or like this wage plus commission. It was strictly just commission. So I was dealing with this bullshit. For $0 an hour, pretty much, because when I wasn't selling anything, I wasn't making anything. And my last week there, I remember I sold this car, or I was trying to sell this car, and I was asking my sales manager some questions, and he just told me to go away, pretty much. And he took over, and every time I would step in to try and like, okay, this is my sale, what are you doing? he'd just be like, go away, like, this is my sale now. Like, he stole the sale from me. And it's like, you're already making a percentage of my commission. Why are you trying to steal my sales now? You know, I'm not making as much as you're making. And like, yeah, I got my final paycheck. It was like next to nothing for money. And I was like, hey, this is so pointless. I'm here for no reason. I'm being treated like shit and being paid pretty much nothing for being here. Just all of that put together, I would like wake up in the morning and not want to go to work. And I've never had a job where I didn't want to go to work. Like, obviously people wake up, they're like, I don't really want to go to work, but I'm going to go to work. I like dreaded going to work, and I've never felt like that before my entire life. I remember what kind of like cut the tie was that I was talking to my sales manager. He was just being an absolute dick. I just like walked out of his office, like he wasn't helping me at all. And I just walked out of his office and just left. And my friend came and picked me up, and we just left. And I didn't have another job lined up. I was like sort of looking for another job because I was like, hey man, fuck this. But I didn't have another job at that point. I had just moved into a new place where I was paying for it, and it like I knew that I was gonna struggle, but it was just not worth what I was going through at that job. So yeah. So talking about it kind of makes me sound like I'm like stuck up. This video isn't like 100% of what happened when I was working there. This is just the main reasons why I quit. Alright guys, stay tuned for my next video because I will be filming with one of my best friends on the weekend. Stay tuned for that video because it's gonna be hilarious. So if you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, you can subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Pardon my language for this video.